Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, everybody. Just give a second for some people to join. Hello, Vicky. What's up, Erwin? Welcome to goimagine's After Hours. What's up, Jackie? Boutique Barn, hello. I hope everybody is having a great day out there. We'll get started in just a second as people join. What's up, Cinderelvis? Hello. All right. What's up, Guy F? So we will go ahead and get started. What's up, Big Mex? My name is Jon Lincoln. I am the founder of goimagine, working from home today, and wanted to come in for office hours. What is office hours? We are here to answer any questions you guys might have on goimagine. Happy to answer questions. Happy to talk about where things are at, what's happening, answer how to use the dashboard. What's up, Shirley? Welcome. So yeah. So I hope everyone is having a great week. Do we have any? I always like to ask. Do we have anybody new who's here today? Any new members? We always want to welcome our new members to goimagine. I'm not sure. Big Mex Woodworking. I'm not sure. Are you new, Big Mex? I'm trying to remember your name. Typically, I can spot some names out of here. You've been around. Okay. All right. Wonderful. Well, I'm glad you're here. So, what can we talk about today? We have some updates that are on the way. I could talk a little bit about that. Also, talk about hello from Arizona. What's up, Diane? We can talk about how to use the product, talk about the dashboard for anybody who's new. I always like to walk through the help center and how that can help everybody. For those who are new, we get a lot of people who repeat watch these webinars, and so I like to cover that. And then any questions you might have. We're not going to have a ton to cover today, but I'm always happy to answer any questions you might have. Let me go ahead and log in here. All right, let me share my screen. It's strange. It's not letting me share. Give me a second. Uh-oh. Can everyone still hear me? It's kind of spinning on me here. Uh-oh. It froze. All right, we're back. Okay. Wonderful. Everyone should be able to see my screen now. All right, great. So what I wanted to show you is something new that's coming out, and that's the ability to custom sort your products. As an example, if I go to goimagine, you're going to find that if I just go to we'll use Wild Gatherings as an example. I typically use your shop, Shirley, just because it's an easy shop to use and I always remember it. You already have the ability to set featured products. That's the products that appear at the top of your list here. But what we've had a lot of requests for is also to be able to sort your product catalog and the ability to decide which products show up at the top. Currently, it defaults to popularity. Did I say after hours or office hours? So currently, it's set to popularity. What we're going to have the ability to do soon is to be able to set this in the order that you want to set it. So as an example, if I go to products now, and this is not available yet, I'm showing you in the staging model here, is we're going to have the ability to drag and drop these products. You can forgive the fact there's no pictures here. This is just a sample shop, but we're going to have the ability for you to drag and drop the order in which you want these products to go. So we can drag and drop these in any order you want. So you can decide which products are going to be going where. If you want to drag them up, you want to drag them down. It's up to you. We also have the ability over here to choose back to top is what this does. So it moves it to the top of the list. So what we have the ability to do is if we're on, let's say, page page, I don't know, 3 here. I can say, well, I want this product to go to the top of the list. So I'm going to click the back to top button, and that will move that product to the top. So this is where we're going to have the ability to update the position. So move move them around in the position you want. Once that's complete, we're going to have the ability to then create this to be a custom sort. So instead of sorting by popularity, it's going to sort by custom, so that you can decide which products. And this will impact not only your main page here, but it's also going to impact your Mosaic page. So if you're on your Mosaic site and you want to click on any of these links, it'll sort by custom sort instead of sorting by your by popularity. So based on this right now, you can see with Wild Gatherings, these are these are what's sorted by popularity. But based on the order that they're going to be in, they'll move up or down based on what you set them as. So that's going to help with browsing your site and kind of setting things. Now I know Shirley, you have the question, which others have as well, is on the all products link here, which only exists, by the way, on the marketplace site. That might not be updated right away. What will be updated right away is browsing the, let me use Fancy Nancy as the example here. Oh, it's strange they put on the, I wanted to show the hamburger. Let me show the hamburger real quick. As a lot of you know, you can change this from being categories to the hamburger menu, which is the ability for you to have the little drop down that appears for the menu. So if I go to my Mosaic settings and I choose, instead of horizontal, I'm choosing the hamburger vertical menu style. Let's see if this fixes. There it goes. This is where you'll see you have an all products link, and that'll be updated as well on the Mosaic side. So instead of popularity, it will go to custom, and we'll be ordering this in the order that you want. So yeah, so that's going to update a few different things. What else do we have going on? Let me see here. I'm going to check our development board. Let's see here. Shop status, products without categories notice. Oh, this is something else that you're going to find is for those that are, let me go into a different test shop. We're going to have a new notification. This notification is to let people know when products are not assigned to categories. What's been happening is people create products, or especially when products are imported, they're not having a category assigned to them. And you want to make sure all your products have a category assigned. That's how they're browsable within the marketplace. So if you don't have a category assigned, there's going to be a notice saying, in this case, 2 products do not have categories assigned. And if we click on it, it'll bring you to the 2 products that don't have categories there. So that'll be updated so that you have the ability to quickly see what products going to be that don't have categories. This notification section will eventually update other things so that it kind of gives you a health check on your shop on what needs to be done, what might not be working, what might be missing. The first thing it's going to do is kind of giving you an alert that if any categories are missing on certain products, that's going to be there. And we're extending the gift message receipt, which is currently limited at 1,000 characters. Or we're increasing it to 1,000 characters. So we were finding that for the gift recipient message, when people check out, if they're checking out as a gift, they have the ability to put a message letting the seller know this is a gift, and also put a little message if they want to put it in the box or put it on the receipt. That was only 250 characters. That was causing an issue for a lot of sellers because they're getting missing information. They'll just get the first 250 characters of the message. That's going to get fixed. So it'll show all 1,000 characters. So that'll be updated as well. And other things going on. We did have a small error with vacation dates not setting correctly. So when setting a vacation, for some reason, it was actually setting a day ahead. So if I was setting this at 4:30, this is just a bug we're fixing. But if it was setting this as April 1st and April 30th, it was actually setting this at 3:31 and 4:29. So for some reason, the vacation dates are coming up one day earlier than they should be. So that's something else that's being fixed. You have the asking question, Shirley. Will we have the option of selecting any of the sorts as a default? Sometimes I want my custom sort, but sometimes I want my newest. Are you asking, Shirley, if you want to do it by category or just overall within like your site? It'll be easier for us if we want to do that where like you can choose if throughout your site it's always set by newest or throughout your site it's always set by custom. If you want it done by category, I think that'd be a lot more development to get done. So those are some of the different things that are coming out right now. One thing I'll mention for those who are watching maybe this recording, or if anybody is lurking right now and you're newer to goimagine, to get set up, we always want to talk about the Help Center. Check that out. Go to help.goimagine.com. This is where you have, you guys, I sell tobacco pipes and stripe is anyway. I count the fourth because they said I sell restricted. Daniel, I started to goimagine account last month with you guys, and I sell tobacco pipes, and Stripe is ending your account the 4th. I think, can you appeal that? That's interesting because Stripe does have its own rules around what can be sold on its platform, but I know marijuana pipes are usually not allowed through Stripe. But there are some people who are saying already sell pipes on goimagine. That's a Stripe thing. That's not an us thing. Yeah, I see there's pipes already here. What did they say to you? They said I'm sorry, you can't sell. Yeah, that's something with Stripe we would have to address. But it looks like there are. I mean, we don't restrict the use of pipes on goimagine. That's strange. You can email our support team and ask them. I'm not sure if maybe I've never seen us having to like also appeal for a Stripe. I know they're very automated, so I don't know if you're getting an automated response or if you're getting something that's that is a human actually interacting with you. Boutique Barn, have you ever considered adding to the alt text? Yeah, I mean, so you're saying for the images on the alt text. Let me actually bring some up here. So you're saying the alt text on the images right now has a restriction within goimagine, which is where if you go down here and you click the edit alt text, we have a section here, 140 characters looks like the limit. I wonder what is the limit that Etsy has, because that's something we can certainly increase. Do you like add an entire description? Unfortunately, Daniel, right now, Stripe is our only provider. That's because we need everybody on the same system so that if someone's checking out from multiple vendors, it all runs through Stripe. So right now, Stripe's our only vendor for payment processing. So unfortunately, Stripe is kind of the only way to go. Continuing on, talking about the help center, I always like to talk about this for those new members that are here. When getting set up for the first time, always start with the getting started checklist. You can get here by going to help.goimagine.com, or on your dashboard, simply click the question mark and it will bring you here. Starting on the getting started checklist, this is where you really have your 7 steps to get your shop set up, not including the products. Products typically are the last thing you want to enter. You really want to build out your brand and set up the basics of your shop, like Stripe and connecting payments, before you start actually adding products. So here it kind of walks you through the different steps on setting up, your shop taglines, your maker profile picture, your maker profile, the appearance of your shop. This is where it gets into your shop banner and your shop logos. We do have help articles throughout the help articles that could talk to you about like the sizes we recommend for your logo or for your images. So this is probably the best graphic right here that kind of shows you the size we recommend for the shop banner or for the shop logo. We do have an outbound link section here that was updated recently. We have to update the help article, but this is where you can add all of your updated links, where your outbound links, where if you want to put links to your Facebook, to your Instagram, maybe you have a blog, maybe you have an image site you want to send people to, you can put all of your outbound links right here. That was updated recently, but if you go to the shop settings section here and click on outbound links, this is where you can add all of your outbound links. One thing to mention is that it does have to be a full link, meaning the HTTPS has to be there, the entire link, to have the logo show up for the outbound links. I mentioned Stripe already. You got to get a Stripe account. They are free. They're easy to use. Sounds like Daniel's having an issue with them simply because of maybe what's being sold. But this is the lowest priced option we found, which is 2.9% per transaction, plus, I think, is it 20 cents or 30 cents? I think 30 cents per transaction. If you want to get text alerts, you can set that up through our system so that when you get an order or you get a message, you'll get text messages that come to you as alerts. Shipping is something that typically most people don't have to touch because by default, our system sets up real-time USPS ground advantage and priority shipping. All you have to do is enter the weights of your products, and then the shipping is set up automatically. It's calculated automatically at checkout. You do have the option to add flat rates and tiered rates. That allows you to maybe set rates where it's a flat rate of $5 across the board, or tiered rates that if they buy multiple products, or maybe the weight increases, the price goes down. Or maybe you want to set it by price, where after they've ordered $30 worth of products, or if the product is over $30, then the price changes for the shipping. So you can play with the shipping there and change the rates. But again, by default, real-time USPS is set up, and most people are fine with that. Shop policies is where you really want to tell your buyers more about your processing time, things like your return policy, your care instructions, anything that has to do with setting up your policies for purchasing from you. Just they want to know. The return policy is probably the biggest question, is if you even accept returns, and if you do, what type of timeline you are willing to accept a return. These are all the pretty basic setup, but I always like to talk about it because it's the first thing that happens when you start setting up your shop. And it's easy within your dashboard to walk down the line of shop settings. So if you go to your shop settings section here, it's easy for you to just walk through these different settings here and be able to set things up, make sure everything's set up before you start adding products. When you are ready to add products, if you're already selling on a platform like Etsy, we can do an Etsy import. So it's easy for you to download your CSV file, is what it's called, from Etsy, which has all your products, and we can upload it for you. Once it's uploaded, it gives you a head start in getting your product set up in the platform. It'll bring over pictures, it'll bring over the product name, the product description, the product price. The only things it doesn't bring over is it doesn't assign the category for you. It's one of the reasons we have that new notification, is because setting the category is something you have to do manually. And if you have any options or variations, that's something you'll have to do manually as well when you set up options and variations within goimagine. And once your products are set up, that's when you can start doing things like setting up your featured products or setting up the rest of your Mosaic site. If you have a website that you want to, if you have a Mosaic website where you set your featured products, but also you can set your custom shop categories, your custom banners, uh, your theme color, and then, of course, setting up your custom domain, which is the ability to have your own website domain set up for your website. So that's the basics of setting things up. Um, sometimes I know we have people here who have specific questions on that. We can certainly go into any of that. And if not, this could be a shorter after hours, office hours. I keep saying after hours, a shorter office hours uh, for you folks. I know that spring is getting into the craft fair season. Do we have anybody here who's got craft fairs coming up for this weekend, or you're preparing soon? I know this is the time of year to get out where it's nice out and actually start selling in person. Okay. Looks like not many people doing craft fairs yet this year. A haunt convention. That's interesting. Is it just me, or can I ask what is a haunt convention? Is that for the different attractions that you're helping build? No energy. That's too bad, Sandy. All right, Heather. Yeah, it sounds like everybody's got like later in the year events happening. The East Coast Haunters Convention. So what does it you sell there? I'm looking it up right now. This is pretty cool. That just happened yeah, last week. So it's all spooky stuff. That's great. Nice. We got some street fairs going on. Farmers market started last week, Daniel. Good for you. 35 monster tiki torches. That's pretty cool. Are those up on goimagine right now as well? I like that. A Haunters Convention. A dozen prosthetics. That's awesome. I love what you sell. I'm gonna show your shop right now. Is this your shop here, guy? That's pretty cool. That is awesome. So you sold a bunch of these at the haunting convention. Wow. You make these prosthetics? That is really cool. How do you get into something like this? This is amazing. Zombie cheek. You got the scar up here as well. That's wild. I love seeing the creativity from different makers and finding different things to make. And this is pretty cool. Do you ever get have you ever gotten any movies with your stuff, Guy? Have you ever gotten like people to buy your stuff, or I'm guessing haunted houses is where a lot of this is used. This is creepy stuff. I like it. I'm impressed by it. Good for you. You're just an amateur. I don't know. This doesn't look like an amateur to me. It looks like you have a lot of real cool stuff. Yeah, that doesn't look like an amateur at all. I assume some of this is 3D printed. I like it. It's all sculpted with clay. That's wild. I like that. So you physically sculpt this? That's impressive. Do we have any? I always like to ask. Do we have any specific questions? I know this office hours is kind of running a little short. Not a ton of things coming up right now. All right. Well, if we got nothing else going on, I want to thank you all for joining me. I know this was a ton of information today. As a reminder, we do have a few things coming out, including the custom sort and the notifications for missing categories. I took a note on the alt text to see if we can increase that to a larger character limit. And other than that, I hope you all have a wonderful week and onward and upward. So thank you, everybody. And I hope you're wherever you are, it's warm and nice out. All right. Have a great day. Bye, everyone.